Hello, everybody. I am back and I am feeling nervousness again. And so I am seeking to return to the spirit of improv. I finished a comedy improv drop in today. And part of the exercise is to keep your mind blank and allow whatever to come out to naturally emerge. So that's what I'm going to practice, but it feels very vulnerable. One of the main stories in my brain is that I have nothing to say and I'm going to freeze up, and I'm running completely straight up against that right now. And that is the whole point. And yep, that's what's happening right now. So, well, as always, um, I do these videos as emotional strength training to constantly challenge my my social anxiety. And it always feels like there's something in my throat, and it's very frustrating. So I'm just gonna name it, and then just keep on moving through. I am present with how frustrated I am. I'm feeling my emotions. I'm feeling this challenge in my throat in all the different ways. I'm feeling the challenge I've had my entire life, feeling like I can't speak, like I'm frozen. And sitting with this acceptance that I'm working on, that, you know, this isn't my fault. It feels like it is. It feels like I haven't worked hard enough. If I only worked harder, I would be through it right now. If only I worked harder. Well, here I am. Right, just diving straight into it. Trying to be as vulnerable as I can. Ugh, it burns. It just, I don't know how else to explain it. Spirit of improv. Um, right. This isn't comedy improv. This is the improvisation of presence. Uh, this. Kind of like this, except this is more for contact improv and how to improvise the moment to be as raw as it can be. And for here, I, God, the words are just catching in my brain, and I have 5 different loops open that my brain wants to talk about, and then it just trapped in a bottleneck, and everybody is frustrated. So this is my spirit of improvisation of this one moment. Here's another round of anxiety waves. I'm feeling it directly. Another wave. I'm acknowledging my desire to look good, to look good and avoid looking bad. To acknowledge how rough everything has been for years and years and years and years and years. I feel like there's. Uh, See, I can't even. It's like a light side I'm supposed to find. There's so many competing desires, so many competing wordless, pre verbal feelings. Hmm. And here I am. I've hit the start button. I'm here, sitting with myself, judging my voice, judging how I feel, broadcasting into the universe. Here I am. Neither fighting it nor neither fighting nor condoning, accepting. Words are difficult right now. I tend to get into this state often, especially if I'm in front of somebody. Right now, I'm only listening to the silence, and there's only me. And there is only me. Mm. Trying to get the words out without fighting myself, without hating myself. And even if I do hate myself in some ways, to not judge that part. I hear words in my head, and if I were to say them, they would be a second old. They would be old words. That's a challenge. I hear these lines, and there's part of me that wants to say them. But when I say them, it won't be quite how I heard them in my brain. And then I would judge it. And I would judge my own performance. And now there's another wave of judgment and frozenness. And judging my voice and how it just kind of trails off, you know. Like I have to force air through them intentionally. It's strange. It's so strange. What is this? What am I trying to do? Why am I alive? Besides the fact that I am. Gonna sneeze. Maybe not. More words in my head. If I could just broadcast them, then I wouldn't have this lag. And another part of me says, why can't I speak those words that are in my head? Why can't I speak them like a teleprompter? Mostly because in the past, it has frozen in my brain and caused an emotional lockdown. So I don't really know if I should speak the words that run through my brain. Is that the emergent word? But if I didn't speak them, then it's not emergent anymore. But they were emergent a second ago. Ah, what is this experience? What is it? What are words? Where did they come from? What is the next word I'm going to say? I can extrapolate. It's probably something around the lines of spirit of improv. And I'm going to eke them out like I don't have enough breath. And I don't know why. Do I need to know why? Do I need to explain myself? Why do I need to explain myself? Except the fact that I'm frustrated because it feels like there's something stuck in my throat and it's always frustrating. So now I'm gonna modulate it and see what I can do. It feels strained. My voice feels strained. So I can play with it. But it seems to take effort. It feels drawn out. And now I feel embarrassment and every other emotion that has always been. And it's not new. I'm talking to myself right now. It's not new. It's not new. It's not new. Feel it. Feel it. Feel it. Feel it. Feel it. Maximize it. Be more embarrassed. Lean in. Change my voice. Show my weaknesses. Point to where I want to go. All right? I want to sound catching my throat, huh? Just notice it. My desires. My desires have caught inside my mouth. My desires point to where I am not and points to my perceived weaknesses. Interesting. Whew, the edge to say what I desire. The strange edge. I desire to be a professional speaker. Do I? Oh. I. Why does it sound like this? Is it because of my ears? Is it because of the headphones? Interesting. I feel the desire to explain myself. I feel the desire to explain myself. I feel my challenge to say what I want. I feel a deep ache. In a lifetime of receiving the message, the message that my wants and needs do not matter. And right now, my throat is very much frustrating me. All the things, all the things, all the things. Normally by now I feel better, but I feel worse. Um, I want to cry. That. It feels like so many things. So many things. Frustrated. Okay. Let's move it kinesthetically. Whew. Your voice is not working. Move it kinesthetically. I don't always remember to do that. Move the energy. Yep, my jaws are tightening. Tension. And then my fear circuits are running. It's like, oh no, something's wrong. getting sick, or it's just another version of hypochondriac. It's fear. Coming back to the present, control that which I can control. Focus on that which I can control. God, why do my words feel so airy? Why? To I notice. This is one of the struggles. Struggles I'm facing right now. Why is just another fear word. I'm facing the struggle of my words right now. I'm facing the struggle of my emotions. I embrace all of it. I've turned on the video. I'm leading in. Hmm. That's it. That's all I got. This is the best I got right now. Sometimes I have really high highs, and times like this, it's just a full on struggle bus. And I am infinity. Feeling what it feels like to be small, to be tiny, to want to do something, to want to look good, and to be utterly unable to. That's the truth of it. I want to do a lot better than I'm doing right now in every way. That's the truth. I'm frustrated, embarrassed, ashamed, humiliated. Ooh. Shadow, 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 shadow. And the more I feel these things, the more I want to hide, the more ashamed I am, and the smaller I feel. Feel. Oh! Get those words out. Mm. And as I say those words, they feel very real. Mm. And they are real right now. I feel embarrassed. I feel embarrassed at my voice. I feel embarrassed at my limitations. Who am I to desire better things when I'm this shitty and this terrible? Mm. I love you, Shadow. Bring it. Let's lean in even more. Do I feel ashamed? Ashamed versus shame. Is that different? If I was ashamed, what would I be ashamed of? Living at home? In a capitalistic world, being unable to make money? Unable's not the right word. I don't set up the systems. I don't allow people to pay me. And then I say, oh, look, I am not worthy. So let me set up the systems. the online portals. And then, when nobody signs up, then I can say, look, I really am worthless. Nobody trusts me. I feel the fear of it. You want to justify yourself? Oh no, I don't mean that. I feel embarrassed, ashamed, weak. I desire, yet unable to achieve my desires. Ooh, pathetic, needy. I desire, I desire, I desire. What do I desire? What do I desire? Money, women, sex, power. I don't really want power, except the power to make the world better. I want to enjoy myself. I want financial security. I want to be able to help others and support others, become their umbrella, to become their universal basic income, to be able to support my family, to have a family, to build a community of my own. I feel embarrassment, desire, money, sex, and power. Sure. Money, relationships, self determination, power. Power, not power over others, but over my own life. Why can't I say it? I feel it and my emotions are blocking me, so I'm going to say it. Power to overcome my anxieties. They're so frickin' big. They block everything. That's why I do the inverted path. It's just there is no other path for me. I wish I could just do it. And I can, but I get hit with distractions. Distraction, fear, overwhelm, boredom, burnout. I've already mapped these, and I keep getting taken out by them. A to B. Fear, I'm not good enough. Ashamed, hiding, whatever this blockage in my throat chakra is. Self sabotage. overwhelm or frustration, boredom. And burnout. I'm getting taken out by distraction. I need to make the book, the website, schedule some coaching time, and simply let it be available and have people not click on them. That would be true. That's what I'm afraid of. The proof that I really am not enough. And it's fear logic. I would rather have that zero than this whatever bullshit zero by not doing it and saying, oh, well, look, I'm not good enough. Reinforcing this I'm not good enough. I can't make money. I have the system. I generally know at all times where I'm at, unless I get pulled in. Even when I get pulled in, I know where I'm at. Right now, I am in emotional strength training, putting everything of my inside outside, going straight into my challenges, blasting it for all to see, staying as raw and open as I can possibly be. Every single frustration, limitation, every throat impingement, whatever, every shadow limitations, I am just broadcasting outwards because I am here. These are not new emotions. If I believe in reincarnation, this is not the first time I've had to deal with all these. And even if I don't believe in reincarnation, this is still not the first time I've dealt with all this. Not even today. Yesterday, day before, a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. It's the same bleeping emotions. And I'm here to blast straight down, to go as deep as I possibly can into the ground of my being. Because I am an emotional immortal. Ah! But going down isn't fun. Isn't always fun. But I stand firm in my emotional immortality. I do not blame anyone else. I acknowledge that my parents have had their own lacking, their own challenges that has gotten me to where I am today, has given me this opportunity to be in the gutter that I am. so that I can rise, so that I can feel how deep it goes. I don't know how else it can get deeper. Bring on the shame, bring on the judgments. I don't think even there are that many. Yes, I know there's internet trolls, and it would almost be a refreshing relief to charge straight into them, to charge into actual bullying instead of this bully, instead of in here bullying myself. And wait, I forgot. I wanted this. I am infinity. I am the fraction of infinity that wanted to know what it feels like to be small, to feel terrible, to feel have all these desires and have it completely blocked. To feel needy, to feel insecure, to feel small and yet feel like I have so much potential. To feel like I want to freaking explode. With frustration. That is just perfect. It feels great. It feels small. It feels terrible. How much more terrible can I feel? My brain says, oh, when you get close to real fear. It's like, okay, I will deal with that when it comes. That's one of the anxieties is that I can't take over the finances of the house should anything happen to my dad. Should anything happen to my dad, I am unable to take over the house finances. That is the anxiety right now. That is the anxiety right now. That is the anxiety right now. So then get out there, make the website, schedule time that I offer people, and allow them to not click it. I've been giving away everything, and I will continue to do that. That is simply my only marketing strategy. I know the world needs this. My goal is a second age of enlightenment, the age of emotions. And I said this out loud at an event in Oregon. I said it out loud to everybody. So I've had so many victories. I can now dance without substances. I can feel the flow of the beat. 8, 9 years ago, I couldn't. I was still stuck. And then I needed medication to help me feel the flow of it. And since February of this year, I've stopped all of it. Every single bit. Even caffeine. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I am on the final level of this game. I feel a lot lighter right now. Even my throat is feeling better. It's kind of wild how maybe it's psychosymptomatic. Maybe it's something phlegm in my throat that's getting cleared out. I now have infinite dance without substances. I've sought that for a very long time. Now I'm training improv, comedy improv, and it's also really hard. I sit there blank out and I'm boring. Oh no! Now that I've said it out loud, it seems stupid. Yes, the worst that can happen is I'm boring. And I'm blank out and I'm slow and I'm embarrassed. That's what happened. I also forgot that we're supposed to pay for the class ahead of time, so we showed up and it's like, what? Anyways, I'm going to continue giving away the system, teaching people enlightened mastery, self coaching, enlightened mastery school of self coaching. That is my one and only goal in life. Full emotional alchemy. There's no darkness that we fear, and we do not lash out at anybody. We are fully, absolutely, radically, emotionally nonviolent. Emotionally nonviolent. I think it would be this. This. The love is the only weapon I can wield. Or the other version. Love is the only weapon I can wield safely. I may take that out. The safely part. We're radically, emotionally nonviolent. Except in dojo, where we can practice attacking and defending and and testing our immortality and just stand there and just like come at me, like say anything, bring out any response, whatever. So that is prep for tomorrow's dojo. Just gonna lay it back open, open challenge season, open season. Give me anything. Try to make me blush. It would probably be pretty easy, actually. Anyways, I have this whole system. I can transmute any negative emotion. As long as we do not act out in the physical domain and hurt others or ourselves, we don't give away informational security, and we're not loud and disruptive. And we can do our daily routine. This is the box of liberation. Within that, we can do our routines, daily routines, whether we feel like them or not. Chop wood, carry water, sleep, And then we take on full 100% self responsibility. Then we can dive as deep as we want to because we are full emotional immortals as long as we got our physical dimension in order. So, the successes, I have infinite dance. I have this whole system is still coming online. I am doing comedy improv, which is the scariest thing I could possibly do. My brain says, "Oh, what about giving a speech?" Performance. I'm just gonna let the universe carry me. I'm doing what I can. I'm showing up where I can, as much as I can. My throat feels tired. What can I do? um, the only thing I'm not doing is symbolic work. Writing my book, creating an online website, scheduling one on one classes, creating a curriculum, creating a slideshow. Whew, 47 minutes. I am feeling like my words are running ahead of me again. This is my life. Right here. Right here. Right now. These are all my challenges. I have a lot of blessings. I have all this. I have resources, basic resources, not a whole lot of resources, but relatively an insane amount for now. I'm scared that should anything happen to my dad, that it would all come crumbling down. My dad has polymyositis and getting weaker slowly, so has a hard time walking right now and getting weaker, and it scares me. My mom is in treatment for cancer and is going through infusion. Everything's looking good, I think, but still. And my emotions continue to fight me at every turn. There's so much that I wish to do, but I don't feel like I'm good enough to do them. I have the whole system to plow through everything. I think it's because I needed this much pressure to be buried so far down that I rarely see emotional light. And if I can make it out, make it to the surface, there's a part of me that's like, I'm afraid I'm just gonna barely get there and I'm just gonna like something's gonna happen and it's all gonna be taken away or again it's just another fear. It's always a possibility. And there's the state of the world. Sometimes I just can't look at the news. It'll just. But I am here. I am divine darkness. I am the understanding that no matter how dark something feels, it is sacred and it is divine. And all it takes for the future that we want is to just not hurt each other anymore. And if we are hurt, we are emotional immortals. Don't retaliate. Just absorb it. Turn it into fertilizer. That's all it takes for the future we want. And the darkness, yeah, it feels shitty. It feels terrible. And that's kind of the game. We are infinity. We wanted to know what it felt like to be small. We wanted to know what it feels like to feel so terrible and to make it feel real. Because infinity can't feel small. It's everything. It's everywhere. It has no concept of insecurity or limitations or self sabotage or fear getting so big that it squashes itself. It's been a heck of a ride. Emotional improv. Maybe that's what this is. Emotional Improvisational theater. Improvisational theater. Just like action theater. The improvisation of presence. Here I am. This is all of me. There's no more. I'm smart. I feel a lot. I have a lot of limitations. I have a lot of critical voices. I have a lot of plans and hope for the future. Blah, 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 blah. I have a lot of awkwardness. I have a lot of awkwardness. Do I have a lot of pride? I think I do. I've worked really hard to grow through really thick soil in the darkness, in the muck. And I have this little jewel, the jewel of enlightened mastery. This little cube that opens up into a six-dimensional flower. And we are the seventh dimension. We are the thing that is playing the universe like a Rubik's Cube, changing things, seeing how they turn out, changing other things. So, we are the seventh dimension. This is the frame. And we are this single point of singularity. That is all of it. It is my eyes. It is my voice. It is my awareness. It is my cough. It is my hopes. It is my dreams. It is my desires. It is my frustrations. It is the frames I reframe things with. It is the cycles that I repeat and things I try to change and things I try to map. And it is the direction that I try to go into at. We are the seventh. All right. That's an hour. Ah. I love you all. And as always, my definition of love is the desire for that which we love to survive and thrive. That's it. Possession has nothing to do with it. If I really love a car, what I want? Drive it well. I want it to survive. I want to take care of it well. Thrive. If I love a plant, I want it to survive. And then I want to put it in good conditions and have it thrive. That's it. That's it. That's all we ever need for one another. To love each other is the desire for that which we love to survive and thrive. Okay. I love you all. Till next time. Bye. Bye. Blah.